How's it going, guys? So weekend's over. One day closer to the weekend day, right? One day closer to the weekend. One day closer to Druid. Talking about a weekend. It's been a long day. Been at work all day today, up until 8 o'clock. It's been mega hot in this office as well. How has everyone else's day been? Okay, now time to do some catching up. What we got? I think I got Verge to complete. Smash that out. Some TRs to complete. Get all these weekly chores done before we get the next busy week coming up with the Druid release next week. I think I've still got some of this to do as well. Yeah, 4. Wow. Slacking. Okay, let's get some tunes on. Next thing I want to do is sort this chat box out because it's driving me insane. Let's reset it to default. Okay. Let's remove this. Remove this. Remove this. And hopefully we should be back to somewhat normal on this chat box. Maybe. We'll see. Prax, how's it going, man? Just trying to fix up my chat box to stop it hopefully from jumping around, but I think it's always going to have that little pop to the music. It's driving me insane. I think it's just a terrible, terrible program. You doing errands? No, not going into work today, lol? Makes a change, man. Makes a change. Oh, has the chat stopped bouncing? Looks like it has. Let's get some Verge people in. Who can we find? I can tab to the right one. There we go. +3 Verge. Get this shit out of the way. It's stopped for now. I'm going to have to look and see if there's another program we can use because that drives me insane. Absolutely still hot here. Yeah, today, like in my office now. 29.1 C. I've got my windows open, my curtain is drawn slightly, and I've got this big old fan just blowing on me. I've been looking at little aircon units. We'll see. Just need something for this office because it's just mega hot all the time. Tomorrow's meant to be even hotter. Luckily, I'm on an early shift tomorrow. I start at 8 o'clock in the morning, so it'll be nice and cool in here to start with. Nora, how's it going? Both of you are here as well. While spamming dungeons. Nice. We're also melting in Northern Ireland. It's been super hot, hasn't it? Like, tomorrow is going to be brutal. Like, I don't know how warm it's been over yours, but like, on the east of England, like, currently, tomorrow is looking like 31 degrees, and I am not looking forward to working in that. It's just going to be too hot. Really is. Oh, chat's bouncing again, Prax. Can we stop it? Nope. This program. It just does what it wants to, like, no matter what I do with it. It's literally like, it's a Stream Elements ground control. And it's just shit. Like, the multi-chat is really good. It just does that. How irritating is that? Maybe I'll just do that and just adjust. Let me just adjust this before I do my my runs. Maybe if I adjust this like this. Oh, where did chat just go? Went into the wrong place. There it is. Let's bring this. What is it even doing? Where's this look? Now where did it go? There it is. Maybe I should have just not touched it. Where'd it go now? There it be. Is there anything on this box? I might just delete it and redo it. Delete. Window capture. That's what we're looking for. Right, let's redo this shit program. Just better tell my party. 1 minute. Okay. 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 Now, will this stop it from bouncing around? 100% guarantee it won't. Into this one. No. Where did I even have chat before them? Maybe here. Like that. There we go. That's better. Let's see how long it lasts. We shall see. I give it 5 minutes, mate. It's going to be 5 minutes max, and that's going to be jumping around again. So infuriating. So, you're going to give it 7. Nice. So, man, I am so much getting hyped for the Druid now. I cannot wait to change class. To experience something new in the game after all this time. It's going to be so nice. I think we're actually going to do, like, my streams are going to be the same time, but I think I'm going to stream for like 10 days in a row, just every night, and just see how far we get with all the gear. We'll create builds, we'll talk about it. It's going to be weird seeing me as a Druid, man. It's going to be weird playing a different class. It's going to be so strange. I'm hyped for it. It's looking like it's going to be really, really good, so. But we're still going to keep it super chill. We'll get all the gear we need, and then we'll start, like, talking about builds. We'll talk about builds on stream. Is it jumping already? Wasn't even 5 minutes. Look at it. That's it. Before stream next week when we're doing Druid, that is being changed. Like, what even? Been saving event Legos and greens for Thursday. Yeah, well, I got like 20 mystery. So I haven't got quite as many as I would like. So we'll just see what happens. You got 60 so far. Nice. You know, you're going to have just under 50. Very nice. I don't think it's going to take long to get all the gear anyway, even with me having 20. We'll just have to see what happens. Yeah, exactly. The mastery is going to be the challenge, right? And that's the mastery we've all got to kind of work at. Man, this chat box. You're getting thrown out, I swear. Just look at it. It's all to do with this bar. There's a bar along the bottom, a scroll bar. And you cannot switch that scroll bar off. I know, it's gonna be weird. And look, and now it's randomly stopped dancing. Wow. I'm gonna move it down here a little bit. That's better. I just think we're going to be surprised how many builds we're going to have for the Druid, right? I think the build possibilities, because of all the different kind of shape shifting, and I think it's just going to be much more. There's going to be many more builds that we can use. Still going to be the meta builds, but I think there's a lot that's going to be viable. Well, I hope it's going to be that way. Well, we was talking in the Discord yesterday, like, will they now bring, now we've got healers in the game, will they bring 12-man raids? Because they can really make raids really difficult now, because you could have, like, 4 healers, right? And you know what else that opens up the possibility for then? That opens up the possibility for us to get more kind of like potions in the game instead of just health potions. Maybe they're bringing like a proper DPS potion, right? Instead of just a health pot. Because that would be badass. Like a proper legendary health pot that when you use it, it's like a proper DPS cooldown, right? The kind of possibilities is really good. God, you hate Aaron's driving all day. At least you're not got to go to work. Which greenies are we going to be going? Nora's asking. Which greenies are we going for the Druid? Well, Druid are going to be using like... I reckon we're going to see a lot of Mount Banks being used in certain builds. But it's all strength gear, isn't it? Because we got a healer coming with strength. It just makes no sense, but we'll go with it. Two weekends off in a row. Man, nice. I've literally just had like 18 weekends off. And now I've got to work today, obviously. And then I'm working Saturday next week. Yeah, it's going to be pretty strong heals by the looks of it, Nor. It's looking like it's going to be the new AFK class as well, right? The setups are looking pretty... The setups for AFK farming are looking really strong on Druid. You build aeroplanes. Holy shit, man. That sounds amazing. How many hours a week do you do then? What sort of planes do you build? That must be a really interesting job. But I think you can say that about any job until you've been in it for a while, right? $7.37 max? 70 hours a week. Holy shit, that's a lot of hours, man. How do you find time for everything else? Man, I don't know if I could do 70 hours a week anymore. I used to do that in factories when I was younger. But fuck that. You play DI while at work. Man, you got to get that farming in, right? And 70 hours a week, though. That's a shitload of hours. That is, yeah. Do you work on like a shift pattern then? You work 2 till 10:30. Okay. Okay, I see. You farm dungeons, you do it all while you're at work. Like a boss, mate. Like a boss. I suppose, like you say, it helps being a QA, right? You get a bit more time between shit. Exactly. I'm lucky in the job that I do, even though I can't really say much about it. I'm just not allowed to. But I don't speak to I speak to my manager once every maybe 2 months. Sometimes once a month. As long as everything is going smoothly, they kind of leave me alone. Max, how's it going, man? You've run the shop that good, you don't see boss for weeks. That's nice. If you don't have to see your boss very often, it is very good. Just means you're doing everything correct. What's that stun? Talking about druids though, going back to the druids discussion, did everyone see the stances that I posted in Discord? Like, the stances for druid look so fucking good. How much CR I have? What CR do I have? On this build, under 49. I think on my max I'm about 49 and a half. So I haven't hit the 50 yet, sadly. The stances look amazing for Druid. Absolutely amazing. You're over 50, Grassman. No chat. No chat. You was behaved for a second. Stop bloody chat. Liverman, welcome in, mate. How's it going? Sorry, I'm just fiddling with this chat box again. Driving me absolutely insane as chat box is tonight. I'm sure it just wants to be deleted right now. Yeah, I'm BG fun. Nice. I'm just doing catch up today. Catch up, and then after catch up, if we still got time, I'll be doing some dungeons. Wisp collection, you know. Ready for Druid. Just quickly nip in here. I got a day off on Tuesday, so I can do some real good Wisp collection on Tuesday, that's for sure. I do want to finish up 2 videos that I got left for the Necromancer before we go Druid, so I'll probably get them done as well on Tuesday. Get them up ready to be put out, and then get ready for Druid grinding. Nice. You're gonna need a lot though, aren't you? I'll be happy if I can have like 100, 200 maybe. It'd be nice. I should easily have 100. I don't even know how many I got now. I got 42. Look. So if I can get that up to, if I can get that up to about 200, I'll be happy. 200 like you. $200 might get us like 2 good items, maybe. Trying to push for 400 to 500. Yeah, it'd be nice, wouldn't it? Would be nice to have that many. Don't know what the maximum amount of a Wisp I've ever had. Maybe a couple of hundred is the max I've ever had. No, one thing, I can't wait for the end of the PvP season so I can get my fucking stones. Helps to have time at work. Yeah. My biggest gripe with the game at the moment is the Reforge stones. We was talking about this in Discord again yesterday even, and we need more ways of getting them. Like, we've got 3 lots of Reforges we can do now on gear, but yet we have to wait 3 months to get a bulk load of Reforge stones. It's just bullshit. You run 50 dungeons usually a day and you just save stones. You have close to 1k. Man, I wish you could sell them because I would buy them from you. Now, I think you should be allowed to sell them for like, even if it was like 25 plat a stone. Nah, not 1k plat. 1k plat, nah. Not for random reforges. 25 plat per random reforge stone. I'd pay 25 plat per reforge stone. For the people that have got lows that they want to get rid of. People would go crazy about buying them. I think 25 plat per random reforge would be alright. Maybe I should put that to Blizzard. Allow people with ample amount of reforge stone to sell them for 25 plat each. Because I bet there's people out there that have got even more than 1,000, right? Now, I don't think it would be. I don't think it would be. You got to think a random is random amongst all of the Reforged stats compared to how many there is, right? So if you look at it, what's it? How many rolls are there on a stone itself? On a, like I say, a vengeance? Is it like 6 different things on a vengeance stone, or is it 8? Or on any of the stones, any at all? It's 5, is it? Okay, less than I remember. But you think if you look at it like that and say, right, there's 1,000 for that, so it's 200 per one on that 5. Now times that by how many different reforge stones there are and work out a cost doing it that way. I think that would be the better way of looking at it. Where am I even going? I'm not even paying attention to the screen. I'm looking at the chat. So there's 6 families. But there's 1,000. It's 1,000 plat, isn't it, for the kind of the ones you can pick? Ah, I'm gonna die. I can't do math and do this and rechat. Nice. Okay. There we go. You knew exactly what I was getting at. No, you can guarantee it wouldn't be like that, right? 100%. But that would be the right way of doing it. But 100% they wouldn't do it that way. Would 100 be alright though? Would people pay 100? I don't know if I'd pay 100. I don't know if I'd pay 100. I really don't. You'd pay 100? I just don't know if that's a rip-off or not. I'd pay 50. I think I'd definitely pay 50, but I just don't know if I could... I don't know, 100 just seems too much. Oh man, I only just see that happiness is in learning has become an immortal champion on the memberships. Thank you very much. I was too busy talking about Reforge stones. Is Rug ready? He is. They need to do something like that though for the people that have got a shit ton of them. Thanks for the follow on there on Twitch. Because there's going to be people out there that have got, like you said, Prax, where they got literally like 1,000 of them plus. But I'm lucky if I have 20 at any one point. And I really wouldn't mind buying like 600 of them, 1,000 of them, simply because I want to get my Reforges all set perfectly for 3 different builds. I suppose 100 wouldn't be too bad when you think of it like that. Do you think they'll start beginning? Maybe I should put something on somewhere. We'll see if we can get a movement going. I'm determined to get them to do something else with Reforge stones, something we can get them with, or let people sell. Just to piss me off. Probably. The thing that annoys me the most with them is there's... The thing that annoys me the most with them is that you can't get them in PvE. Right, there's no way of getting them in PvE. Apart from the battle pass, right? And the Hills vendor, which you can't even, it's not even worth talking about how many you get from them 2 places. Because they're not even worth even thinking about, right? Exactly. What about the people that don't like playing PvP at all? So they avoid PvP, but then because they're avoiding PvP, they never get to min-max their gear because they haven't got access to the stones. It's just shit. You know, and I mentioned this like back when I did my video about Reforged stones. I can't even remember how long ago that was now, but let's have a look. Reforge. I did that back in December. And, you know, I've been talking about Reforged stones even longer than that in Discords. And we know that they see what we all talk about because they're all in the Discord anyway, so it's been a min since I did that video, yeah. Back in December, man. Make Reforged stones farmable. I agree. Like, Diablo as a game is a min-max a game, right? But we haven't got access to items that allow us to min-max. And I know you can go and buy random, not random reforged, actual reforged stones that allow you to go into the family and do that. But it's just not, the value is just not worth it. £1,000, a thousand fucking platinum, £1,000, Jesus, 1,000 platinum or 100 orbs is 100 orbs, right? It's just not worth. Man, £1,000. Fucking hell. It would not surprise me though. 1,000 quid, 1 stone. Good luck on the roll. Whales. 4 more days loading, 4 more days. Whales and Krakens can afford them. Grand a piece. Puddin', how's it going, man? A spare kidney. We're talking about Reforge stones, man. And I mistakenly said £1,000 instead of 1,000 platinum. Can you imagine? Just for a random roll as well. 1,000. Done. Sign me up, boys. You get a hack Pac-Man. Nice. The things in this game, though, I understand, like the enchant feature, right? Having the enchant feature lock when you've got all top level gear, I like. I also like the fact that it's not super cheap to do it. Pong. Because I know for a fact in Diablo 3, Reforging, although you get an absolute metric fuck ton of gold in D3, Reforging does get very expensive. You're farming scraps all day for enchants. All greens are expensive, 100%. You know, I think that they've set them at the right level, though. I think that side of it should be something that is expensive because you're properly min-maxing, but it doesn't cost you a thing to min-max. But when it comes to our Reforge stones, it's just bullshit. I just call bullshit, mate. Even the chat was just bouncing then. The chat had even called bullshit for a second. And 2k, leave. Trying to keep your crit hit chance over 30%. I think that can be quite a struggle. I think even mine at the moment, like if I'm just sitting here, 23% look. But in saying that, I am in an attacker room. Wow. So even my enchants I've not been paying attention on since we changed difficulty. Who is still in? Leave at 2k, boys. $22 after upgrades. Now, I think the majority of us will always be using, right, Mother's Lament and Roiling, right? We won't ever get to that point where we can drop one of those because CHC is just someone we're always going to need. Oh my god, this guy. This guy! Is he ready now? Time is money, right? Time is money. If you guys are fully ranked, enchantment is X rolls and 10k straps. Hardest bit on enchant is getting the max roll. 100%. But min maxers want to get that max roll, right? You got if you're a min maxer, you've got to push it to the limits. If it's not max rank, it's a worthless item. Talking about worthless items, we was talking about another thing in Discord as well that some creators were talking about the other day when it comes to crit hit chance and crit hit damage. If crit hit chance isn't on a piece of gear that can have it when you get it, it's trash. Even no matter what the CR is, it's just trash. I think everyone should treat it that way. That is a big question we get a lot asked in the Discords, right? Nora's just messaged me saying she wants to be able to buy scraps. I think a lot of people would agree with you, Nora. I tend to not worry about my entrance too much until I get to like middle of the difficulty. CDR and enchant addict. How many errands you gotta do, Prax? Is it like 10 errands? Holy shit, man. What errands are they? Are they like interesting errands, or are they just like shit errands? You got 3 more to go. Are you getting like rewards for doing these errands? Almost like bounties, right? If you're not getting rewards, what's, you know... Shit that your wife brought online that you gotta pick up. It's not even rewarding. Unless you're on a promise, you know? Nora says, 1 errand equals 1 less wife aggro. You're trying to keep her happy. Oh, you gotta keep her happy, man. Gotta keep her happy. She does couponing. I mean, a lot of people do, don't they? You can save a lot of money from it. Hey, you got some of these to do, have you, Pud? I'll invite you. Hey, you've been slacking as well, not doing them. We're going 2k and leave, by the way. You did Virgin Tuesday. I'm so bad, man. I just like, I always leave it so late. Oh yeah, man. Rug's in the group. We bring in Pud. He is a great guy. I like Rug. He's a nice dude. We get Pud in and Pud's just like, fuck this, boys. I'm going to sleep. Yeah. He's definitely carried in Gauntlet a few times, that's for sure. You died at the start. Get wrecked. Get wrecked, man. Get wrecked. Will we even hit 2k? We should do with the boss. And a lot of them don't. There's a number of like the big whales that I've always been in contact with, and they're always willing to help out. You're gonna get the odd one or two across the servers, I suppose. But you actually always ask him. Nice. Oh, I think I got like one more run left. I won't run off this time, but I'll give you a second. I'll actually spin up my moves just so you don't die. And when I see you moving, I know you're alive and you're all good. No, you're gonna die because of the red stuff. You're gonna die because of the red. Get out of the red. He's alive. Yeah, it gradually expands, doesn't it? The slow loading. They don't do a Reforge stone for that, mate. I'm pretty sure you can die without moving as well, yeah. No matter if anyone moves, I'm pretty sure it just starts. And now he's DC'd. I take it you're doing a cash reset. Okay, let's do some more, even on capped. Let's stay and do some more till rug caps. Get him capped. See, that would be a good idea, Prax. I like that idea. Rewarded for doing Verge or Ereban. I think that's a really cool idea. I think it makes sense to have them as a reward from Vanguard, though. Lairs, they definitely need to do something with, because they're just a wasted thing in the game right now, aren't they? You know. Exactly there, Nora. Like, you wouldn't cry doing Abyssal if that was the case. Yeah, I agree. Verge would be a very good place for Reforged Stones. So would Vanguard. And Ereban. They all fit that bill, and they're all in that same area, right? So why not just allow us to get... what, 20 a week? I'd be happy with an extra 20 a week. I mean, from Vanguard, what they could do for the elite is put them as a reward, as actually like proper family stones in as a reward, right? As well as having some Reforged stones mixed in as well. And scraps in capital letters. Yeah. How many scraps would you like? I think Blizzard would offer 25. Just 25. A lot of people don't like Verge and rather do Ereban. It would make it worth it. Yeah, I think Verge is really good. 25k, Lamo. You're under 2k scraps at the moment. Holy shit, Nora. What have you been doing? You must have been like on a reroll frenzy. I will do Ereban if I'm solo. Satyr and Wizard balancing them. I suppose that kind of makes sense. I don't know how many I've got at the moment. Just under what, 600k? Different greenies per class. Cause, Agments, Satyr, yeah. That is the downside of playing multiple classes, right? Someone just put up in world chat, hey, Diablo Immortal developers, fix Battlegrounds. We did. Lol. 2 more errands to go. Oh, that lag. And Wiz feels horrible with low CDR. Yeah, I can imagine. Spammy classes, if you haven't got enough cooldown reduction, is always going to feel shit. It's because we all expect 100% uptime on everything, because it's the way the game is, right? Under 22% and you're like, ooh. We got a new battle pass this week as well, haven't we? Yes, we do. Nice. At least with Druid, I had the ability to AFK farm with them. Hiding under Necros has been fun, but I knew a few would be nice. Yeah, I think Druids are going to be like the new AFK farm class. I think they're going to have... I think it's going to be better than Necro. So we're going to have like everyone just playing AFK Necro Druid, right? Everyone has become AFK farmers no matter what class, whether it's Necro or Druid, which just inflates the amount of AFK farmers there's going to be. So we can imagine what Reddit's going to be like. I AFK farm sometimes. I don't do it as much at the moment. You love relaxed farming. It's so relaxing. It's better than even fishing, right? Every night? What, do you leave it on overnight? That's a pretty bad habit. At least it's not, well, I was going to say at least it's not costing you anything, but if you put it into the game, then it's probably just as bad as like a crack habit, right? I see so many people talking about it in chat. Sadly, yeah. Oh, well, we're over 2k. Fuck it, YOLO. Last boss now. You do overnight also. I always see people talking about it in chat, like, overnight. I've never done... Actually, I say I've never done overnight. I think I did it, like, twice. When we was on the grind to 800, I think it was. Martin, you are going all out, man. You are going all out. It's like, how many hours a day do you play? Martin is so relaxed, guys. He is the most relaxed gamer in Diablo. $10K-ish a night. That's pretty good. As long as if you miss a night, you don't get the shakes, you're alright. Gone in seconds. Yep. The min-max of life, eh? Fuck it, I'm going for it. No. Get back, I can go. Average 10k most nights is good. Must say, that's impressive. Might be more if you was a Necro. It probably would be. I really like shovel AFK farming. That first bit is really good because like everything is so close. Depends on the spawn rate as well. It does. I think the advantage is you can just literally walk out of where you're farming, hand in your orbs, done. It's just more convenient. Can do it when half conscious. Is there a new area you can do it in shovel then? Because I haven't done hardly anything since since the new part of the area was out. Two Necros mean easier. Okay, that's interesting, the area then. I'll have to have a look up there. You got a night team. Nice. I got too much going on to think about setting schedules for overnight farming. Christ. With the main job, content creation, streaming. Two kids and running the clan at rip time. It's just madness, isn't it, when you start thinking about kind of what we all do as gamers, especially gamers that now like are older, right? The new Chronicles. I hadn't even looked at the new Chronicles, man. Two kids and 290 adopted kids. Man, it sounds like you got a busy house. How's the video making going anyway, Nora? How are you getting on with it? I do see videos pop up for you every now and again. Busy Alliance, yeah. Doing okay. Going to be working on Sadery stuff. Nice. I do check your videos out. New Wiz essences have been up and down. Don't even talk about new net essences. The Necros ones were absolutely shit. As worth a freeze whiz, to be honest, which is fine with me. Yeah. All of the Necro ones were just fucking terrible. Man, Prax, at least you got them all now. Some people just take forever to get them, and I don't think I've ever had a problem where I've had to wait weeks and weeks to get the essences. Big ice tornadoes at people's faces. We're gonna have big fire tornadoes at people's faces soon as well. I6 took you 3 days. Yeah, I think I6 took me like less than 24 hours. I think even this time round I was pretty quick on getting them all. Took you 3 weeks. Fuck. I know some of the other creators. I think it could have been. I think it was Risha actually that had issues last time I see in i6. $36 hours for both characters to get all i7. That's just like bossing it, man. To get that done on 2 characters in 36 hours, that is like GG. You fucking slacker. You slacker there, Puddin'. What map is it on? I bet it's going to be the one I hate, right? It's always the one. Oh, no, I think we're in luck. Frozen Tundra. Oh, for the next... We might as well wait until Mount, right? And we got 50 crests again. 50, boys. We're halfway there to another 100 run. Holy shit, it was good I looked in here. Good job, innit? You doing TRs at the moment? Oh man, I'm terrible for it, Nora. If you ever pop in, you can guarantee on a Sunday I'm sitting here doing TRs and Verge. So bad. Just making sure I didn't forget anything else. I need to start doing it at the beginning of the week. Really. Oh, a normal gem there. Need yellows. You do daily four character TRs, but you forget main. Wow. Oh yeah, boys, on the 3rd of July, we got that new promo code coming. Keep an eye out for it. Wonder what we're going to get. Free rubies. La la la. Get some fucking rubies, boys. Rubies. It's going to happen. We'll get free rubies, and then we'll get... So what we're going to get on this, we're going to get... Here we go. Let's have a proper look. We're going to get free rubies, and then we're going to get free topazes. Done. And you might get a you might get a rare crest. Might get a rare crest if you're lucky. Oh man, at Prax, I just don't know how people do it. Like having ults like is mind-boggling to me. You only have 4? Only? 4 ults is like insane. And being at Parapevel, yeah, I agree. Being at Parapevel is pretty impressive if you can get to Parapevel on 4. You only need to get to Inferno 1, yeah. I just can't make time for ults. All 6 of his ults, 9 to 10k. Man, just think about that money. You had to catch up. If you actually only been playing a year and a half, Nora, I didn't realize you've been playing only a year and a half. I thought you was like a day 1 player. Wow. Learned something new today. One year in entropy in July. What's my Paragon skills for this build? I'll quickly show you. Get ready. There you go. That is the Paragon skills. You could even change this now, probably to, you know, I'd probably change it to this, but who cares? One year in entropy. How time flies, eh? It's mad to think, like, when did I leave entropy and move on to pools? I think that was like January. Like in January. Let's have a look. I'm sure it was January when me and also decided to kind of like do the jump and move over here. So in January, go to one of my guides. I want to see if it had a sub count.
Hello, welcome back to the channel.
It didn't have a sub count on this one. They blew my ears off though with that volume. Probably got you all as well, didn't I? No, it's not got a count on here. Can you actually see it on your deeds, can you? I'm sure it was January. Pretty sure it was Jan. You moved before last Christmas? Sure, there's a song about that as well, man. Don't die. Don't die. The raid video you saw had like 1k subs. And I did go through and have a look at some of my old vids the other day. And it was just like... it was so cringe. Yeah, I think I had a couple of videos of the Robo voice. Soon scrapped that idea though, didn't I? We're just like, YOLO. It's a good point. Yeah, it was definitely January. It was crazy because we was Immortals and then I left and then joined the Immortals. So I had like 14 weeks as Immortal. This is better? Yeah, I agree. I've just got more comfortable with time though. I suppose it is one of those things, isn't it, when you first start out as a content creator. Too many Keons, oh man. I didn't even know what it was like to be a Shadow when I went back to Shadow. When I first, I think we've had this conversation many times about like when I started out. Like I suffered with like anxiety so bad when COVID hit. Like I was on medication and everything for it. And I think like a lot of people was after being locked in their house for like months on end. And just doing something like this really put me out of my comfort zone. For sure, big time. But as I did more, I realized it was helping people. And that was just like, I was like, well, why do the robot voice? Might as well just do my voice. And then it was like, well, I'm not on camera, so I might as well just be on camera. And then you just get comfortable with it. You know, COVID wrecked you. Well, yeah, like it was horrible. I had five months at home on like a leave. They kept trying to touch the service dogs. Oh man, I tried to grow a beard during COVID though, and I grew one, and then it was like go back to work after like 6 months off, and we had to wear masks, and it was like I couldn't wear a mask with my beard, so I had to shave my beard off again. I was well disappointed, guys. It was brutal. To you, best Necro player I've ever seen. Any tips for a beginner Necro? I'm playing like 2 weeks. 2 weeks? Well, welcome to the game. That's for sure. You know, you're going to be in for a good run. You picked a good class. You've joined actually a really good time as well because we got new class coming up. What level are you? You got married 2 weeks before lockdown? Man, that is... I think that's luck, right? That you got married then, because the shit show that people had when they had their weddings booked and COVID happened. Man. Isn't it mad to think that COVID was like 5 fucking years ago? Yeah, you was extremely lucky then, Nora. Extremely lucky. 923 Paragon and just 47k. Wow, you're doing well for fucking 2 weeks. Woo! You have been blasting, my friend. The one thing I would say is, like, as a new player, don't get fixed on Traxxas beat me to it. Don't get fixed on resto. Make sure you focus on secondaries. Secondaries are going to be where you want to focus your time on. Rezo is just a trap. And don't sell your unbound gems like Nora just said. I reiterated that the other day as well on my stream. Like, I think all of us older players that have been playing since the very beginning. How many normal gems did we all sell? That's why you like my streams? For what reason? Because I'm just an awesome guy. Cheers, man. Biggest problem for you are the gems for different builds. Right now you have some build. Oh yeah, you got drawn into the summon build. The summon build trap is an interesting one because summons are really good when you're leveling. And then you've got a choice to either try and get out of it and then realize that you're maybe stuck. But you will get out of it. You will get out of it. Just focus on my gem guide and you'll be alright. Don't watch out, guys. It's a trap. It's a trap. It really is. Like, Rezo is like the biggest trap in the game. But that's what they want, isn't it? Oh, because you're saying new people want to focus. For sure, man. I will always help new people out. There's so many people that join this game. Like, it's unbelievable. Everyone says, obviously, it is a dead game. And it is a... Well, I wouldn't say it's a dead game. It's a dying game. Because every game is dying, right? But this game has so many people join on like a daily basis that are new to the game. And all we do really is not help them. Like, Reddit is awful for it. There's so many bits of false information out there of what people should really focus on. Look, of course I'm just going to help as many people out as I possibly can on what they should do. The thing is, I think with new players, what they need to add, and I think I've said this a number of times, they need to add in a catch-up mechanic for new gems on new characters. And I say new characters because it should be for new characters. Not just new players or new accounts, just new characters in general. Unbound gems, you get a buff of like, I don't know, some way of doing it so you can have like a catch-up that helps you catch up the normal gems. Done. You was watching people builds in the recommended builds in the game? Yeah. Still feels like you're catching up. I suppose it does. If you've been stuck in a kind of a gem situation, yeah. I was when I first started out. Summons was all the rage, right? But summons requires you to build your character as a Necro in a very certain way. You know, you can't just go, I'm going to be a summoner now. It just doesn't work that way. Lightning summons were great though. I do miss lightning summons. They were so good. I think these two are done. Remove. Remove. think it was you who said gem caps should be raised for newer players. It's a great idea. Yeah, there should be like, I don't know, I've thought about this a lot, and I really think like, as a new character that's been made, even on my account, if I make a new character, you got a helm. Get the fuck out, mate. You got a helm. You actually got a helm. Link. Link the helm, please. Link the helm. I want one of these new helms. Where's mine? Not sure. Does it show as a normal helm or an... Oh no, that's not a new one. I'm pretty sure that's not a new one. I could be wrong though. You have to go check the I'm pretty sure that's not though. But yeah, going back anyway to the topic of normal gems. I've thought about it a lot when it comes to what they can do, and I think it should be for any new character, not just a new player, but any new character that's created. Like if I went and created a new character today, I should be able to get a buff of normal gems that is going to be applied to my new character for a period of time, maybe on a counter, like an event, where you get like a few hundred hours of a buff that gives you a massive, like a massive amount of normal gems. And possibly until you serve a Paragon. But I don't think that should work like that, simply because you can get to serve a Paragon in 2 weeks and not have enough normal gems. So I personally think it should be like set by hours. You know, so if they set it to like, I don't know, say 500 hours, the buff lasts for. And you get like an increase of, say, I don't know, 10,000%. Something fucking crazy. Something absolutely crazy. Literally, like, mobs would be raining down. Errand's done. Grassman. They'd need to be bound 100%. And I've always said that they would need to be bound. So they're bound to that character. So you had to use them. They would have to be bound. Also, 10k for Awakening looks like a lot for me as a new player. Blizzard could change this too. 10k is a lot. I would agree with that. And why am I even farming these for? I'm just too busy interested in talk about normal gems. I need to go to the pillars now. Oh, for sure, they would need to be bound. And the percentage would need to be high. And it would need to be set for like 500 hours, you know, 500 hours of game time when you're logged in, not of just actual time, but of game time when you're logged in. I'm not sure how I feel about them changing the Awakening though. 10k seems a lot. 8 pieces for 80k. I mean, that's a project. Fella, how's it going? That is a project, isn't it, to work on as a new player for sure. 80k. And then you've got the debate. 80k on those, or do I go with gems, like normal gems, or do I go with legendary gems? There's that big debate as a new player. Like, what do I do? Do I awaken my gear? Is it a real benefit? Or do I go and buy legendary gems? Or do I go and buy normal gems? Like, the debate there is... I would say awaken in a slot every single time, because the awakening is just GG. If you're rank 4 gem, awaken it. Awakening in my mind has to come first. Yeah, it has to. But then it also depends as well if you're going to go be a free to play. If you're going to be a pure free to play player, then 80k can seem like a lot. If Visa is your best friend, then you're all right. I've still got my normal gem guide that I'm going to do. It's just on the back burner at the moment. Other videos have been taking precedence, like that one I did yesterday with the Razer controller. I actually done really well that video. Didn't expect it to do it as well as it did. Yeah. But the good thing is, like with me, I've been, you know, funneling a bit of the kind of the money I earn from doing YouTube, which is not a lot. I've been putting a little bit of that into the game, like with crests, so I can do 100 runs, which has been quite good. I had to buy a few things for the stream, for like the new camera. I had to get. Visa doesn't like you much. The new camera here I had to get, because I was doing that video for the new controller, which I was looking at buying a new camera anyway. That just kind of put it ahead because I needed it. And this camera I've got now is absolutely great. So don't think I'm going to need to upgrade this camera anytime soon. If he wasn't a wizard, I'd be more inclined to go to be the... Yeah, the Kishi is a really nice controller. I've enjoyed, you know, using it. And it's been, like I said in my video, it's been very unusual to play on a controller. But it's definitely going to be something that I use if I'm just doing, like, my raids and that on the couch or, you know, just chilling. Because holding your phone gets fucking hot. Now I start to branch out and do more characters, I will kind of see how good the control can actually be, right? With placement of skills and stuff. It's never a problem with placing like my golem and stuff. I can throw my golem wherever I want to. I just hold the golem button, or press the golem button and just aim with the Joy-Con. And it's got a little, like, reticle and everything, so... Can the PS5 controller be used? I mean, it's Bluetooth, right? The only controllers they don't like is controllers that have got, like, an auto function on them. Because they're just not allowed, right? Someone on my Discord did say that they went and brought the Kishi V3 Pro for the tablet just because of my video, which that's pretty impressive. Not gonna lie, you thought they'd be more expensive. Yeah, I did wonder, like, when Razor first contacted me, I think I said to you yesterday, Nora, like, I just didn't know what to expect. It was like just a random email in my Lorif email, and I was like, man, this looks like a scam. I even said to the Razor, the woman that contacted me, I said to her, like, on Twitter, I was like, sorry I didn't reply. Like, I just thought it was a scam, because you have to watch out for lots of different scam emails, and Discord scam, everything is scam when you're a creator. And she was like, no problem at all. And then we got talking, and she said, well, obviously they wanted to send me, but she didn't really say what it was, because it was before the release date. She was just like, oh, we want to send you something. So I didn't really know what to expect. So I give my address, waited for the post the next day, and like, yeah. Not sus at all. It was yeah, it was quite funny. Like, they wouldn't tell me what it was because the release date hadn't been. And I weren't allowed to post any videos until after the release date anyway. Or on the release date, which was like the 12th of June. But I didn't receive the product until the 12th of June, so that was fine. And I wanted to obviously test the controller out for a while, so I get to give my own impression of it. So that's why my video was a lot later than what I would have probably planned for. But when I got it in the post, I knew straight away it was like all legit. It had like a Razor stuff on it, so. And there was like a nice little note inside, you know, not like a Razor note with like Razor logos and everything. It was literally like a personalized note from this lady in the Razor store London, saying like, enjoy your gift. Kind of like nice little tiny like personal touch from the Razor store London. I probably should. You're not right, Roman. You're not wrong, Roman. But as long as I can prove the legitimacy, then I'm fairly careful. Like, I can't go into too much, obviously, what my job is, but I'm very careful when it comes to scams, because I have to be. So I'm always on high alert when it comes to fraud, scams, and everything like that. So I'll have to look into it with a PO box. I'll have to have a look into it. Bro, this Essence build is the one you have on your YouTube video at the farm build section? Yes. It is, Max. I'll even go in and find it for you, to make sure you're looking at the right one. This one. Should be this one, I believe. Is that the right one? Yeah. Was that all 3 hunt? Was that all of them? Yeah. How many more? 2 more. Can you imagine just like I'll wake up one day, look outside my front in the cul-de-sac. You know, I always think about that, like, and this is something I now think about as a creator. And I think a lot of people, I suppose you don't really think about it. And I said this to my missus, like, I said, she'll say, like, how many people have been watching you? And I'll say, well, I've had, like, 30 to 40 people watching, maybe. She's like, oh, that's not that many, lol. And I'm like, but can you imagine being on a stage performing and talking to 40 or 30 different people? It's a lot of people when you think of it in that kind of concept. And the good thing is we actually all get to chat because, like, there's not thousands of people in the chat just spamming. So we actually get to have, like, a proper conversation, which is really nice. Alright, let's go get the 300 quickly. Let's zip up here. I think that's a good thing, though. You know, one day there'll be, you know, more people coming into the stream. But the streams are just for me to kind of like just game chill like I normally would. So whoever comes in comes in. You know, I don't really post it anywhere. You know, I did post it on X today, and I think I will post it on X more often. But I think it's just a chill approach like I've always taken. My videos do very well, though. I'm very pleased at how the videos are going. No, most of my recent videos are doing really well. That's how you build a community, isn't it? You know, the community is what I like to build. Like, look at my Discord. Discord is great. You know, I've not had any issues with anyone in. We're now pushing like 550 members, I think it is now on Discord. It could even be more than that on my Discord. Let's have a quick gander. Discord. We're 574 members on my Discord, and I've not had any issues with anyone. I've not had to kick anyone out. It's really, really good. People are positive. Everyone helps everyone out, and it's just so good. How many months have I played the game? I've played the game for 3 years, so it's been like 36 months, right? I did have a little break when Diablo 4 came out, but not really worth talking about. And I think ever since the game came out, I've always been in competitive clans. just joined the Discord. Nice. There were a newer version of Diablo, right? Why didn't I go on it? I went to D4 and played it for like maybe 3 months. And even now to this day, people say that DI has got the better content, which is just, it's just hilarious. I am looking at putting some more channels on the Discord as well. Mixing stuff up a little bit. Giving some people some different ranks. The guys that help out everyone. This one's better. This one has much better content. The community is much stronger. Like there's many more reasons to play Diablo Immortal than there is to play Diablo 4. Don't get me wrong, it's still got its negatives, but I think it's got many more positives. Now, a lot of people complain about how monetized this game is, and it is ridiculously monetized, but the raw aspect of the game, when it comes to like the content, the PvE, you can't beat it. Spear and I are ex-WoW players, 14 years of playing. DI is better. I played WoW for 10 years. And then I played a lot of Diablo while playing WoW as well. Especially like D3. And I was always excited for like D4. And then this came out and I was super hyped. And yeah, then that's just been this ever since, right? You met in WoW as well. Well, that's well good. That's well good. It's always nice to hear kind of a WoW story where people met and kind of got together. It's even got its own boon of plenty. What D4 has. I did see that they've had a big kind of thing, was it today or yesterday? To do with patch? Or season 9, is it? Man, the old WoW days, though. The amount of people I met running clan or running guilds on WoW. Wow, that's unbelievable. I always remember this one time in WoW. I think I was in like Orgrimmar, and some random warrior come up, and me and both my brothers always were big WoW players, and we all had like we had a whole guild together, and we ran the guild and raided like 6 times a week. It was ridiculous. But this one warrior came up to me, and I think I must have been on my Pala tank or my Druid tank. I can't remember which I was on. But he was like, he'd told someone that he would. Cheers for the sub there, Zeus. He told his friend apparently that the first person he see with 1 million health, he was going to give like a load of gold to, and he ended up giving me a shitload of gold. I didn't turn it down. He wouldn't let me say no, so. Last run, is it? Last run. This chat, you got your old WoW vids? Wow, I never made like any videos. I think I've still got like, we was in a guild when I first started playing. I joined a guild called Angry Kittens. And the actual group of people they were great, and we started playing in Wrath. Hang on a second, I just got this cool dude like watching your channel, mate. Best Necro content maker so far. Cheers, man. We're act casual. Cheers, man. Smiley face. But yeah, and it's this clan called Angry Kittens. Like, we're so cool. Nice bunch of guys. We got our 10-man Lich King kill and a 25-man Lich King kill. It was super good. The buzz was like so good getting that kill down because we'd all worked so hard at it. And I think I've still got the images of the Lich King 10-man kill somewhere in my hard drive somewhere. I tried to keep a lot of them. I've got like a ton of WoW screenshots. Like an absolute shit ton. And I won't ever get rid of them because there's so many kind of like memories from playing WoW for such a long period. Look in Discord. That's Diablo's new... Let me go to Discord. Discord. Oh, you actually messaged me that way. Oh, yeah. Like, where is the normal gems though, right? Theory crafting. You was in the top 5 world guild. Wow. Man, 18-hour days playing WoW was rough, right? Like we weren't like that high up, but we had a guild that had like 3 raiding groups, where we would all do like normal, heroic, and mythic. And if people were away, me and my brothers would fill in. It just got to the point where it was just madness. It really was absolutely madness. For Theory crafting, Shaman and Mistweavers. My brother was a Mistweaver. Yeah, lots of Theory crafting. I always played like tanks. Believe it or not, though, I started off as a Warlock when I first joined Angry Kittens. And then I got into Druid tanking, and I was hooked on tanking. Tanking was great. So I was Druid tank for a long time, and then I was a Paladin tank for many years as a Paladin tank, and I played Blood Knight tank. I done Warrior tank. Yeah, I played a lot of tank classes. Druid tanking was so fun. Like the guy I used to tank with, Tyson. I know him in real life as well. We met him a number of times. Lives a few hours away from me, but he come over when we had like we used to do BlizzCon evenings and BlizzCon weekends. We used to just get everyone together that we could, and just have the BlizzCon stream on and just get absolutely shit faced. Used to be a blast. You hope this Druid is a tank? It's definitely gonna have a tank build, isn't it? It's gonna be strong, man. Like it should be really fucking strong. Like with them stances, right? So focus stance, upon activation, critical hit chance for skills is increased by 20% for 3 seconds. After the initial duration ends, the increase is reduced to 10%. So 10% crit hit chance for skills. Okay. Restoration stance, upon activation, immediately restore 15% maximum life. Your healing and shield effects are now increased by 20%. That's like healing and tanking. Oh my god. You've literally got 2.5k, 2.5 people that are you. That's hilarious. It's madness, right? I look at my analytics, and most people that watch me on my videos, and I suppose and streams now. Now I've been streaming quite a lot in the last like 4 or 5 weeks. Most people are from the States. Like I look at my analytics now. Audience, like literally 18 in my last 28 days, 18% 18.5% have been people have been from the States. The next one down is actually the Philippines at 6.7. Yours was Russia? She can never make war. Like, I don't know where I have to go down to see Russia on mine. But it's now the US. Nice. Russia is like... Russia is 0.5% of my views in the last 28 days. United Kingdom is literally only 2.7% of my views in the last 28 days. When I go like lifetime, let's have a look at that. Even then, lifetime 18.2%. And I've had like 650,000 views. Because of the time you streaming a bit late all the time, yeah. It's just this time suits kind of my schedule, and I have to, you know, because of my normal job, I have to stick to my schedule. I do try and put out the odd random streams, and I think if I do have time, then I do kind of like on a day off and I'm not kind of spending time with my missus, then I will just do a random stream. And that's the cool thing about streaming, right? You can just go live. You're usually going to work when I stream. Yeah, you normally are. It's normally like what you're up to is like on the way to work. Yeah, it is that way, Nora. I think as I've got like kind of older, well, I suppose when I was younger, I'd just play games at any time. But you know, you've got partners, you've got over like some people have got kids and stuff like that. But you know, I've got my partner. I'm an 8-hour difference. It's currently over here. It is now 1:45 to midnight. But yeah, I think that as you get older, like when I finish work, no matter what time it is, I want to, you know, spend a little bit of time with the missus, have some food, chill out, and then, you know, I normally would come up and game at like 9 PM UK time until midnight anyway. So I just said, right, if I do a stream, I'll schedule it, and it will just be a few times a week from like 9:30. That gives me time to just get ready for streaming, and then I'll stream until midnight. And I can do that no matter what shift I'm on, which is really good. Like tomorrow I start at 8 AM. But because I work from home, I can get up at like 7:30 and be absolutely fine with it. Exactly, Prax, exactly. Summer holidays now, so kids are here all the time. Yeah, I don't have kids, so... Yeah, best time for me to grind a bit is after my daughter goes to sleep. I think as you get older, it is that way, isn't it? Getting old. One at 16 is a curse, one at 6 is lovely. Me and my missus, we both said we don't want kids, so we've got a couple of cats instead. They're a pain in the ass anyway. You just turned 35, feel like 70. You're as young as you feel. Or as old as you feel, whatever way you want to think about it. Wait till the 6 is 16. Nah, you won't be really old, Nora. I'm 39 in like, what? Just over 2 weeks. 2 kids, a husband, 1 border collie, and probably 200 fish. But at least your husband is a gamer as well, right? That's GG. Like most people don't. I don't know how I'd feel if my missus was a gamer. I think that it could cause arguments between us if we were both gamers. You'll be 50 in 8 months. Again, no, 50 really isn't that old, is it? Come on. It's good until he forgets to open Keons, and then there's a massive rage and argument. It's like, God fucking damn it. I told you to open Keons. Where the fuck were you? Sitting in assembly. Or doing something else as immortal. I was doing a dungeon. It's battleground time. It's always going to be the way with the leadership together there, isn't it? But that makes it a bit more kind of, you know, fun, I suppose. Bored as fuck with TRs. Let's do dungeons. Let's fucking go. Okay, what the fuck happened there? I don't even know what happened there. It just bugged out. It's only awkward when we're the same class. The chat been bouncing. Let's not go there, Prax. Shh. The chat has been behaved. My threatening behavior to delete it worked. No, you can't. The trouble is, like, saying something like that, Nora, Just makes me think of like WoW times, right? AFK in like Orgrimmar or in Dalaran. Like doing mammoth circles in Dalaran. Hilarious. My little chihuahua loves the dry vents. He will sit under them for hours. My cats are like really odd. We had them as indoor cats when we first got them. They're like, what, 7 years old now. We had them indoor cats for best part of like, I don't know, 2.5 years, maybe even 3 years before we let them go and kind of go outside. And now when they go outside, they never venture out of the garden. Never venture out the back garden at all. They don't jump any fence. They never even look interested in jumping fences. One of them just lays on the ground outside. We don't have any grass, but we've got quite a big area of a garden. We did have grass, but we got rid of it all because I am no fucking gardener. I'm a gamer. And we've got like a bench net out there with 2 massive umbrellas, and she just loves to chill outside until she sees me, and then she just doesn't shut up. She can't stop talking. I can guarantee you I go out of the office tonight to go to bed, and my missus, she'll already be asleep. She'll probably be asleep now, 5 to midnight. And the cat, called Misty, she will just be all constantly making this weird like meowing noise to me, like she wants to have a full-on conversation at midnight. Named after the Pokemon Misty. Now my 2 cats, we named them like, I don't even know how we got the name for Misty, but one of them is called Fluffy, and they're both sisters, same age, same litter. But the reason we called Fluffy Fluffy is because she is like, they're both black cats, but Fluffy is literally like a massive fluff ball. And then Misty, the sister, she is, yeah, I know, since I have evolutions behind me, Misty the sister is literally like short-haired cat, skinny, completely different to her sister. But I think we just went with Misty because of her color, right? We was just like, we got one called Fluffy, but Misty is literally like a shadow. We could have called her Shadow, but I didn't like the name Shadow. I think Shadow is very much a boy cat name. I could have named them both after Pokemon, I suppose. Prax is gone. Got to go. Stream was awesome. Gonna play Warhammer with the missus. Enjoy, man. Take care. See you in the next one, buddy. He's literally done his errands and he's like, I am home. Promises on. There's no Warhammer involved. We collect the cards. Man, that is a hobby and a half, right? Collecting the cards for Pokemon. And what is that bug? Look at that. The cards and sealed products, yeah. I'd like things that stay sealed. If you're a collector, you got to keep them sealed, right? Do you get your cards graded at all? Thought you were talking about Space Marine 2. No. Prax is going to go play some Warhammer with his missus. Yeah, if you got to keep them. You got a lot of PSA 10s here. Nice. I could never get into collecting someone like Pokemon cards itself because, man, I would just spend too much money on it. I have a very addictive personality and yeah, I couldn't do that. It's a sinkhole, yeah. You need to have a bit of the extra disposable, don't you? To really get into like a collectible kind of habit like that. Or hobby like that. It's not even a habit. I suppose it is a habit once you start. I suppose there is that aspect of it. I've always just like Pokemon as a game. I love the Pokemon games. But the trouble is, like, if I get into a game like, say for instance, like Diablo at the moment, if I was to try and get into another game, I would become addicted to it and drop this game. Yeah, I'm a creature of habit. So get me into one game and I'll play it and learn it and get addicted to it. Put another game in front of me, there's a chance if it's a really good game that I'll forget about the other game. And that's why I like games that you can just get stuck into and have like that multiplayer kind of community built game that's like this, right? It suits a gamer like me to the ground. And I suppose Pokemon is like that as well, isn't it? Because IVs. Talking about Pokemon and IVs and stuff, I see a guy, I think it was a post, I see it on Twitter, but it had been linked from Reddit. A guy got his new Switch 2, transferred all his data and lost 13 like years of Pokemon stuff during the transfer. RIP. Yeah, I was a massive kind of like, I was in the community for Pokemon Go in my area for like about 3 years before COVID, and then COVID hit and just like decimated it. There's still like a few that go around and go to the Go Fest, but we had like, in a small town we must have had like 400-500 players, and on like raid days for Pokemon Go we would make events on our Facebook group and get everyone meeting up in one place. It used to be amazing, a lot of fun. You went to the London Go Fest? Nice. I think they just did Paris, right? Pretty sure I see some of the person that I used to go around with is in Paris recently. I do load it up every now and again, and just because I used to play like for my community, and it was really kind of, my town hardly had anything really in it when I first started playing, when it comes to like gyms and Pokestops. So there was another game by Niantic that you can actually add things into that game, and they would show up in Pokemon Go as Pokestops and gyms depending on where you placed them. So we got heavily into that. And in my town, I think I was one of the people there that kind of added in maybe in excess of 200 gyms and at least 500 Pokestops. Ingress, that's the one. That is a game and a half as well. Literally, like where I live now, I have to actually, like, while we're talking about this, let me, I don't think because I redone my phone the other day. Did I even install Pokemon? No. Because I'd upgraded my iOS to 26 to test it out, and I didn't like it. So I was like, yep, I'm going backwards. Let me load into Pokemon and just show you what my area is like. Downloaded super quick. Nice. Lol puddin'. I still think they need to do a collaboration with DI. Pokemon DI collab. That'd be amazing. Yeah, boys. They're doing Pokemon Lego. Yeah, they are, yeah. So, from my house, I've got a Pokemon stop I can reach there, and then I've got like a gym right next to me. Get rid of that shit. You can see on here, and get rid of that shit. Allow. So many notifications. Jesus Christ, Pokemon Go. There we go. That's better. You can see, like, here, that's just from my house. Like, I got so much access to everything. I just walk down the road and, like, I can do so much shit. And that was never there. And because I was a massive Pokemon Go player, I was like, before I worked from home, I used to go and leave the house every day to go to work. So I would leave like an hour before I started work, and I used to bike to work on a push bike. Don't drive. And it would be like, head to town, go and do like a load of raids in the morning. If a new raid, Pokemon raid was out, meet up like 2 hours before work and get loads of raids done. Used to be proper addicted to it. And then Diablo Immortal happened. And the rest is history. Yeah, I'm quite lucky. Like, I even get quite good spawns around here. So I've got what? I got 4 Pokestops, 5, 6, 7 Pokestops within like a 2-minute walk. And then we've got 2 gyms directly next to me. And it was really handy when COVID was around, when you had the remote raids. But hasn't Pokemon just been sold by Niantic? Like, it's going to go downhill, right? I only got to level 44. Never bothered getting all the way up to level 50. It's mad to see the distance walk though. 15,436 kilometers walked. 92,500 Pokemon caught. I've visited nearly 60,000 Pokestops. Started playing on the 14th of July 2016. You're back, another errand. All the walking held when you were pregnant. Yeah, I can imagine. Like, I go to some of my top Pokemon. It's just unbelievable, like, how much time I spent in this game. Like, truly naming the Pokemon in the style of making sure will it focus on them. But no, I can't see if that's focusing on it or not. No, it's not. But yeah, like naming my Pokemon based on the IVs and shit like that. Getting proper addicted to the game. Like getting shiny luckies. I got a shiny lucky 93% IV Rayquaza. Shame it's not a hundo though. You did that too. It was such a good game, wasn't it? You know, it's a shame COVID completely, absolutely like destroyed it. But it's cool. I met a lot of people and made a lot of friends for it, and the community was absolutely great, just like DI community, but it was like a local community instead. Really cool. Meeting up with tons and tons of people throughout the years. But now, different times, different community. Just as strong of a community DI has got. It is a more digital community now, yeah. Like, I never thought, like, when I first started playing, say, like, Pokemon and then building a community up in that and ended up playing Diablo Immortal, I would be where I am now. Like, having my own kind of community. Streaming, making content. Like, I think now I've hit, what we hit now? 103 videos, including the streams. 103 including the streams. It's mad. Life is mad. You found DI in a Warcraft Rumble vid? Wow. Never played Rumble. How was Rumble? Is it good? He still plays it. It's one game I never played. Like I say though, I'm one of these guys where if I'm into a game like this, I will just focus on that one game. I can play it for years without getting real bored or real burnout. You know, as long as you still need to have that break sometimes, don't get me wrong, where you have like a 24-hour away, but I don't really feel burnout much. I suppose that's just my type of personality, isn't it? Addictive personality. You can just repeatedly do something and not really think about it. You like routine? Yeah. I think that's what a lot of gamers enjoy, isn't it? When it comes to this sort of game where you've got caps each week, you know, you can really get into that routine of, you know, getting them things done each week, even if you don't succeed. It's, yeah. I just like communities. For me, communities is just great. Having a community. Like, you like healthy dopamine hits? Yeah. And games like DI bring that, don't they? You know, for me, the game is the community based. And I think that goes for a lot of us, right? If the community wasn't like it is, and what content creators have helped create with that community, I think a lot of us would stop. You know, the clans, the warbands, the small little communities were created amongst in the game and with the content creators as well, you know, because obviously, you know, when I first started playing, I used to watch like daft microtransactions all the time, streaming, playing Necromancer. Like, I think I tuned in every single time he streamed. And a few of the other content creators that were around at the time. And now, you know, we got like Savindez. You know, I tune into a lot of his streams. No, I just don't put him. Just no. Tell him to delete it. He didn't really get it. Why are people getting them as drops? It's just unfair. Like, where is mine? Kick them out. You've literally be halfway for the artifacts. How many have I got? 35. Nice.
A new partner. Very well. Welcome, ally. I am renewed.
S-Class. I love this affix. It rolls. I'm what? What's going on? Big damage. Man, I can't wait to upgrade a computer next year. That lag is just fucking shit. Much damage. What? What the fuck just happened? The rolls on the new helm 600s. Yep, that's because you get 4 stats. It's what people have complained about. It's only 4 stats. Do not kill me again. What? What the actual fuck, man? Squishy Necros. True soon. Did we all just die? We're all just sitting there like, what is going on? What? Why are we all dying? What the fuck is actually going down here? What is going down here? Did you see what is going on? We're actually absolutely getting shit on this raft. Go on, Ozzo. You got it. You got it. You got it. Absolutely getting shit on. Wow. That was a lot of yellows. And it's like, this shit as well as this shit. This is not shit though, but this, in this scenario, just fucks you over. It's them moments where you think, holy shit, you actually have to pay attention. Get the deeps in. Fucking them yellows are like boss mobs, mate. They were fucking OP broken shit. Do, what, 2 more dungeons after this, I should think. And then get ready for a wind down. What Dark Curse Essence am I using? Not on this build. That explosive is bullshit. Are you talking about the PvP build, Prax? Not in a dungeon build. You using curse in dungeons? Catch you later, Nora. Thanks for popping in. Nope, not standing there. I will die. I use, in this build, not even Corpse Explosion, mate. This build is literally Golem, Poison. It is Grimscythe, Vortex. And Bone Armor. Oh, hey, if he's talking about the build for TR, then Scary. Yeah, that would include Corpse Explosion. The Corpse Pyres. With the shoulders, right? It's been a successful night though. We've got Verge completed, TR's completed. The only thing I haven't completed this time round, which is a shit happens moment, is Vanguard, but fuck it, YOLO. Next week Vanguard's more important because we got the Druid. Necros is one of those classes that you definitely need many builds. There's just not one that fits everything perfectly. Not really. And I think you'll find it's going to be the same for Druids. I've definitely got like 5 builds that I use very regularly. Rip. So I could push it. Rip again. Scrub Necro.
Oh, the things we shall accomplish together. Together we will do what must be done.
I just don't know how they can do that. Scary. If you're a complete whale, then I suppose you can get away with it, but even then, you're not going to get the maximum out of your class. If you really want to push the maximum out of your class, you need to have more builds than just one PvP, one PvE. Like, they give us 10 slots for a reason. Fill them. No, build for PvP, DPS. Build for PvP, tank. You've got a farm build, an AFK build, dungeon build, raid build, maybe even a gauntlet build, a vanguard build. So we're already up to 8. Then 2 slots for testing, right? And then you need to think about stuff like Wild Brawl build, because they work slightly differently because of only 6 pieces of gear. Don't die again. You was actually asking about the current build you have on. Well, guys, as always, been a blast. Let's check our gear, what we got for the evening. Did we get anything worthwhile keeping? I mean, I can already tell that's all shit. And that's all shit. We have our answer. Nice and quick analysis. All awful. Bye. GG. All shit. Yep. Get some wisps. It's another 6 added to the pile. Enjoy, Pud. Enjoy, man. So we now got 48 wisps. Ooh. Yes. Gonna be grinding some of that out next week before Thursday, that's for sure. Stick them in there. What's the stash looking like? Be cleared out before we get to Druid. Okay. 48, I got a lot. I know. I'm rich in wisps, man. Lol. But I am ready to hit the bed. Have a half an hour chill out before I actually go to sleep. Do like to do that each evening. It's been a blast though, guys. Streaming is always good fun. Tuesday, I'm on a day off. I will be recording Vanguard and new AFK farm build. And then the next videos we do will be Druid. But cheers for all coming along. It's been a blast. Nice chatting. Always enjoy the support. But until the next one, guys, we'll see you Wednesday.